I'm Luke Cooper. I'm founder and CEO of Fixt. We are Uber for device replacement. So at its essence, it's an app, right? So that's how individual users are interacting with us. It sits on your phone and monitors when you break your device. And when you break your device, we're immediately giving you options, repair options or replacement options, exactly when you need it. So the app opens up, you can select a repair shop that's close by, or you can communicate with us directly and have a repair tech come to you. The best part about our technology is how we are tying together this intricate web of repair technicians and repair shops all around the country, and how we, for large businesses that have this problem at a mass scale, we're giving them a tremendous amount of back-end data that shows them exactly how these devices are moving through their IT lifecycle and taking away the pressure that they experience in their IT departments that don't have the infrastructure to support mobile devices. So for one of our biggest customers, we were able to show a 50% cost reduction in how they manage their mobile devices. And we think that we have an offering that sort of sits right in the middle between traditional IT infrastructure support, help desk support, and traditional insurance. Fundraising to date, yes, it's been a fun ride. I feel like as a CEO, you are always fundraising. I get jokes all the time because I'm such a product guy. I like to be in the product and I like to be with the product teams helping out. But I think as a CEO, you sort of got to be focused on fundraising all the time, and certainly something that I spend a lot of time doing. So we raised our first seed round about a year ago, really, and it was for about $650. We had a funny thought the other day. We were just together as a group, and I began to think about some of the other startups that are like us and sort of where we are in the revenue ramp. We've been very successful, fortunately. And when you look at the fundraising to sales ratio, our ratio is tremendously higher than a lot of other startups that have raised a lot more capital. So we are just getting going. We raised our initial round about a year ago, and we're going to be opening up a new round pretty soon that we think will be very attractive to the angel investor community here in Baltimore, and we hope that we'll be successful there too. So where did the name Fixt come from? So our value proposition is dead simple. You push a button and you get help with your device, get it replaced or repaired. And we wanted the name to reflect that. We wanted the name to instantly resonate with our core customer, so they had no misalignment or misunderstanding about what we do. The original name for Peach really came out of sort of personal interest in that name. About a year and a half ago, sort of before we got to Boulder and before we raised our round, my daughter was struck with stage 4 cancer. One of the sad realities of running a startup company is that the world is not kind to you. It's harder, as a matter of fact. There are things that happen to you every day that tell you to quit, to stop, don't continue. And that was one of them. So she was struck with stage 4 cancer. She went through 2 surgeries, and she began radiation and chemotherapy. And during her chemotherapy visits, after, we would go to the farmer's market, either in Towson or down in Baltimore, near where we live in Waverly. And she loved peaches, and so she would pick out peaches, and that was her fruit of choice. And I just said, that'd be a fine name for the company. We're just getting going. And so it made a lot of sense. People love the name. It's a fine name, but it didn't clearly tell people what we did. And so we wanted to make that very clear, and that we think the name reflects that now. She's 100% cancer free and doing very well, and a normal 6-year-old.